Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Gilded Age. Oh, I am doubling. We don't want that. There we go, that's better. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Gilded Age, a cipher system actual play about nascent heroes in a world entirely unprepared for them. I am your storyteller, dungeon master, game master, D or Nightwonderer, that's Wonder with an O. And with me today in this side story, because we have a couple of our players missing, are
Only a couple.
only a couple. Wait, oh yeah, good. You are audible. um, we will introduce the only a couple players who are with us. John, who are you playing?
Hello, I am John. I am playing Jess today, the fast speedster who ignores physical distance and is always on the verge of a mental breakdown.
Yeah, because what could possibly go wrong at any point in time? Glitch.
Hi everybody, it's Glitch. I am playing Viktor, who is still upset about what happened last time, but isn't gonna talk about it.
And
Or
Adam.
is he?
He's just gonna internally seethe about it a little bit and move on.
Hi, I'm Adam, better known as Solbein. Today I will be playing Remy Graves, the mutant mesmer of 1,000 faces.
With the dog ears.
And
It's
dog ears.
beautiful.
It's one of his many faces.
Yeah. Well, we pick up on a nondescript day that happens sometime after the events of our last session and sometime before the events of our next session. This is, while perfectly canonical, not an episode that will significantly impact our main plot, as it is a side story. And in this side story, we open on perhaps a slightly worried Viktor. It has been 12 hours, and Jace has not yet returned from his newly acquired delivery job.
So dumb. Anyways, sorry, keep going.
Usually he takes about 6 to 8 hours of doing this stuff. It's a sort of a courier job. It's not really DoorDash or anything like that, but it is a courier's job where he just delivers parcels to and fro, often also in between places.
Because usually we can't say it's DoorDash, that's copyright.
Yeah, no, obviously not.
Unless they sponsor us.
He's working for Oops Deliveries. In general, he has been given use of a company bicycle after almost crashing the company car. So while his one of those electric moped bicycle things, that the new age stuff that I'm too old to understand. So he generally has relatively close vicinity tasks and deliveries. And, you know, because you've spent so much time worrying and fussing about him like a sci-fi mother hen, he has been trained well in the past couple of weeks to tell you where he is whenever he finishes a delivery or is on his way home.
A good partner would be worried about their partner. I
Absolutely.
don't see this as a bad thing.
Absolutely. And thus, last he told you he was off to a small village close to the city, which should have taken him about an hour with a fully charged e-bike. An e-bike, that's the name of the thing. It should have taken about an hour with a fully charged e-bike in one direction, and then probably some time there to find the place and charge it back up again, and then another hour back. But it has been probably, at this point, 4 to 5 hours. and he also hasn't let you know if something had happened, and he hasn't answered any messages or calls you may have sent his way.
I Victor, I do this to myself. I just have to remind myself of that. I mean, of course, I think at first Victor would try to just handle the problem himself because, like, this is his problem to handle. The team is great. Don't get him wrong. The team is lovely. He still barely knows these people though, and they are interesting folks in his mind. Not that he's any better. He's not saying he is. He's just interesting folks. So I think he would at first try to handle it himself for as long as possible, but then as time continues to drag on and on and on, and he still isn't hearing from Jace, he would be like, oh, okay, maybe I can't handle this by myself this time, as I don't have all of the abilities that I used to have. Does the team, I don't know if I ever asked this, is there like a team group chat? Or like
I assume there fully is one that might you don't really have any sort of telepathic network or anything as convenient as that's going, so you are bound by the laws of modern day technology and all of the supernatural crap that is going on. But of the supernatural crap that has gone on, you haven't really found any efficient way of communicating that is better than just having a group chat.
Cell phone ciphers.
Cell phone ciphers, yeah.
I had to ask because I know we don't have a handy-dandy telepathic link this time around.
Yeah.
We did last time, which was that handy-dandy. We had a lot of problems with that telepathic link. Now that I think about it.
That's a group chat you can't put on mute.
Yeah. Not
much
the
to Gideon's
most
dismay
for a bunch of introverts. It was interesting. I think at a certain point, Victor would be like, I can't physically go out and look for him by myself. Like that's not something that at this point I can physically do. So I think he would begrudgingly message the group chat and just kind of be like, whoever's available, meet here. I need help. And that's all he would say. Just very vague and to the point with periods at the end of each.
Of course. Meet here, period. I need help, period. Tell me, is Victor a person who puts a period after the O and after the K?
Well, he would definitely at least put it after like the K.
Okay.
Not after both. I think at least after the K though, for sure.
Fair.
Like there's also like a period after the end of the address because, you know, and then another text would come in really quickly. Knock before you come in.
There's immediately a knock.
I'm not supposed to get there that fast. Jesus.
Well, he was on
his physical distance.
Yeah, he was on his way when the message came with meet here. So that gave him more than enough time in the space of Victor typing out knock before you're there.
Yeah, Victor will go over and open the door. Not open it fully just yet, though. He'll kind of like half open it and then stand there for a moment and then be like, I'm going to let you inside. Don't touch anything. Or weeks worth of progress is gone. And then open the door and let him in to the whole scattered like desks and like workspaces of nothing but different projects. None of it looks very organized. It's all kind of just everywhere. He's not going to say anything about it besides don't touch anything and then open the door and let you in.
Yeah, Jess is going to come in and then like stand next to the door.
Yep.
and just like just
Yeah.
the introvert awkward thing of like I don't want to touch anything, so I'm just gonna stay right here.
So
Yep.
fair.
I think at that point, Remy is just gonna text back and just be like, "Now, when you say help, are we talking baseball bats or U-Haul?"
Wait, sorry. Neither of those options sounds very good.
Well, it's like I need help, taking somebody out, or I need help moving. It's like-
I think he would just respond back with missing person, period.
Ah,
It's it.
So
No
a little bit of
specifics.
both.
He's still getting used to texting. Clearly.
yeah, he'll just play. All right, be there in 10. Tell Jess he forgot his keys again.
Jesse, you forgot your keys again.
He's like patting his pockets and just yep, I did. Also forgot my wallet.
Those are important things. You shouldn't forget
Those are important things.
You need like some kind of alarm to like remind you to grab those.
He immediately pulls out his phone and starts setting up alarms.
Just every hour.
Every few minutes.
On you. Oh.
Okay. Takes a while, but eventually Remy also arrives.
Viktor gives the same warning before letting him inside. Don't touch anything. Wait for the progress will just be completely shattered if you touch anything.
What do these experiments look like?
Not like anything concrete. That's
Just
how much
a bunch
of a
of
mess it is in there.
theoretical
For a
prototype
warehouse
garbage.
that is like supposed to be like super spacious, it looks crowded and cluttered, which is an impressive feat for anybody in a super huge warehouse. But somehow Viktor has done it because there are at least like 10 different like things going on
It's
at
just like
once, and none of them are
piles
complete.
of stuff that is absolutely weird. Like,
Yeah.
there's a pile with a cup and a can and a lawnmower and a graphing calculator. And then...
Like, he would explain it, but the only person who would understand a word he was saying would be Jace.
Yep.
At this point, so he's just like, just don't touch anything, please.
The last time I was in a warehouse with this much equipment, I'm pretty sure they were making methamphetamines.
Well, it's definitely not that.
Okay.
Is it as explosive? Oh, you're pausing for a while.
I mean, if messed with incorrectly and the experiment's not done properly, it is a possibility, like with any invention, I suppose. Just don't touch anything and we won't find out.
How about me?
Hands in pockets.
He kind of goes to the middle of the room and still looks worried and starts kind of pacing again. He was doing that before, but he's doing it again now.
So does the missing person have to do with the experiments?
No, for once, no. Well, I don't mean
for
to
once.
say it like that. I didn't.
I'm a little worried that that was a possibility.
I didn't. I hear how it sounds. No, I didn't mean it like that.
You haven't yet started human experiments.
That's
this
phase
is
2.
like how I am digging myself a deeper hole the more I talk. This is going great. This is why I didn't want to ask for help.
Digging a deeper... No, you're fracking, my friend.
And he kind of pauses and he forces himself to take a breath. My partner was out for some side work that he does to make us a little bit of money with what we can, what we are here, with no identifying documents, I suppose. And he usually keeps me updated on where he is, if he is okay, and he has not been responding to me for hours.
Oh, that's not good.
No, not at all. And I cannot find him on my own.
Well, do you know the last place he was going?
Yeah, Jason texted him that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Victor will pull out his phone and pull up the text and show it to them. And then just gonna be like, I don't know where this is, in my defense. I haven't left the city, but
he sent it to you as a address, so if you tap on it, it'll hyperlink to Maps app.
Victor's like, huh? He's
Uh,
still getting used to phones.
Jess is still terrified of everything in this warehouse, so he is going to very cautiously tap on the address on Victor's phone. And it's like, yeah, see, if you do that, then it brings up a map of the area. Okay, that zip code doesn't. Okay, give me a second. That zip code does not exist. I'll mess with it. And it's like, okay. So, yeah, no, that's like an hour out of town. Like, yeah, we can do that. Super easy. Go check it out. Seems like a pretty small town, village.
Yeah, more of a village.
So yeah, I do not have a car. Remy, you have cars, yeah?
Yeah, I got the limo outside.
Okay, yeah, we can take Remy's limo and go check it out.
Either you know how to drive?
No.
I can learn real quick.
Hold on a second. And Remy will just go outside and find the most responsible looking person he can on the sidewalk and spend a few minutes convincing them to be his driver for the day. They will be paid.
Okay, yep. I'm not
This
gonna
is
make
gonna
you roll for
end
this.
so well.
This is just a random off the street. Yeah, no, I'm not making you roll for this. It's entirely your conscience that has to deal with this.
They will be well compensated.
Oh, I hope you're also compensating them for the potential trauma that they might endure from this.
Wait, what was the name of the deputy from the World of Darkness game?
God.
Was it Dewey?
Oh,
No, it
Doug?
wasn't Dewey. It was. What was it?
but it's gonna kill me that I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Which is impressive because I called him on the radio like every 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet I could just
Just
hang on.
skip to any point in the episode.
Hang on. Yeah, no. Literally, I'm just gonna see if I can find it in the episode. If I can find, there it is.
Wait, did I even take notes for that, or was everything just in my noggin?
Did I take notes for that? I don't even think I took notes.
Was
for
it
that.
Sam?
No. Hang on.
No, I think Sam was my guy.
Oh, Sam was your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, if we're gonna put any NPC in potential danger, it needs to be him.
I feel like
Same
at
as.
what point I'm trying to remember when the final, because I'll definitely remember his name if I go to
Oh,
the
yeah.
final fight. And
Oh
hear
yeah,
what
yeah,
happened.
no, absolutely. Anyway, Duncan.
Duncan.
It was Duncan.
Oh,
I just
Duncan.
found
Yeah.
Glitch's message saying R.I.P. Duncan, you were the best.
yeah, I forgot it.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Duncan.
Oh,
R.I.P.,
spoiler alert.
Rachel.
Anyway, after that wonderful sidetrack, you find a certain Duncan Smith to drive you to the village of Glenville,
He was on.
and it takes, as advertised, about an hour to get there.
What was the village name again?
Glenville, double N, double
Glenville.
L,
Okay.
Glenn Ville.
Okay.
I can
All right.
totally spell what the fuck does that mean?
And yeah, I mean it's a fairly rural kind of village. Seems to be relatively small. You kind of like stop just outside of the village borders, sort of, and just take a look at it, and it's kind of in between a couple of hills. So there's a number of hills that are around it, and yeah, there's some of the hills have trees on them. Some don't really have any growth. The village is mostly made of kind of like old timey houses rather than any larger buildings or anything. It is very clear that most of the people who live here have kind of like moved out here to avoid most of the downsides of the city while still working inside of the city and commuting to it. So it's all kind of like geared towards a peaceful family life, more or less.
I'll be honest, I had no idea this place was here.
I mean, I'm pretty sure the people living here don't know this place is here. You ever try to get dirt out from underneath your belly scales? It's I don't do nature.
Oh, that whole sentence was awful.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think it'll be hard to find a e-bike around here. Yeah, like that truck over there, I'm pretty sure it stopped being manufactured in the 40s. So, yeah, we just gotta look for the shiniest thing here.
Your Bo normally come this far out on his side gigs?
Occasionally, yes. But he usually lets me know when he is back in the city when he goes out this far.
Oh, which reminds me, actually, one small, just a small thing to avoid a fairly irrational discrepancy. It takes about an hour with the bike to get there, with the e-bike. So you guys took a little bit less than that. Like e-bikes do not reach car speeds.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Sorry, I was looking at the chat.
Yeah, exactly. It's just the kind of place a sheriff's deputy might settle down to raise a family.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And we kind of like start looking around, and it seems let's make this a roll. Let's make it a perception-related intellect roll. This is just a difficulty 3.
So 9 or higher?
9 or higher. Sorry, forgot to say that.
Let's see. Okay, none of my stuff works. So yeet. 15.
Mm-hmm.
19.
I got a
19.
14.
Okay. So 19 also scores you a thingamajigger. A minor effect.
Victory.
Minor effect.
Oh. Okay.
The major effects are under 20. You.
All right.
Right. So for what did you say you got, Victor?
14.
14. Okay, yeah, you got it as well. So Victor and Jess, you kind of like notice the village is quiet. almost too quiet. It's
You're gonna say that?
you were expecting this place to be a fairly calm and quiet area, like not much noise, not much anything. But there's not even really um, the sound of birds or uh, quote unquote wildlife that can't be seen in the city, such as birds. And uh, Remy, you also kind of like you notice there's no. This is probably like the late afternoon, so slowly lights would be coming on, but there are no lights on in the village. No houses have lights on. And for a moment, it almost looks like you're not sure, but it almost looks like there's like some movement that just like kind of like ducks behind a house, a silhouette. Just, but you're not certain if it really was that, but you think you saw movement.
Is it normal for a place like this to not have electricity? We ain't that far outside of town. I got. I think I see somebody moving around over there though.
I hope this isn't like another pocket dimension horror situation. I didn't bring any salt.
Oh yeah, let me know if you see anybody with gold daggers.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be hard to figure out if I see that. Where did you see the person milling about? Maybe we can talk to them.
I think they ducked behind that house over there.
Oh, they ducked behind a house. Oh, that's always lovely.
I mean, it could be their house.
Hmm. But did they duck behind it or into it? Behind it is a little more weird, I think.
It could be a door on the backside. I don't know. They might be using the outhouse. I mean, they don't seem to have lights.
Oh yeah, that's
Yes.
weird.
It is oddly empty for
Are
any town.
are there power cables coming through this village?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Maybe there's maintenance going on somewhere further up the grid.
That wouldn't explain not a single sound of wildlife in the area.
Oh, we're in a horror movie again. Okay, I'm the fastest. I will go talk to the mysterious local.
Story, I like that. That's how he decides. He's like, I guess I'm the fastest.
Yeah. If anyone can run away, it's me.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So yeah, against his better judgment, Jess will go towards the house that Remy pointed out
Mm-hmm.
and just be like, "Hello, we're looking for a friend. He came by here on an e-bike earlier today."
Yeah, you come around the house and you say what you say, and you just see kind of like a person like stop in their tracks, turn around and look at you. Make me an intellect perception task, please. Level 4. 12 or higher.
Oh boy. So, I'm so tempted to pop one of my ciphers on the off chance that it will be important in a moment. So, yeah, this is not for this roll, but I'm going to pop my speed boost cipher. So for the next hour, I'm going to have a speed edge of 2
Oh, nice.
because I am scared. Oh, that's a 3.
That's a 3. Okay, yeah. So yeah, you see the person kind of like turn around and look at you. They don't say anything, and then they just kind of like pivot on their heel and continue kind of like almost half limping uh off behind the house.
Are you okay? Uh, 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 are you okay? Uh,
as they're kind of like limping, you see kind of like their left arm go up with a thumbs up sign. And then they make like a little beckoning motion with their hand.
Jess will look at everyone else and just kind of be like, just kind of like shrug at them and like do the little I'm gonna go this way thing, and follow mysterious beckoning limping person.
So
Hold up,
horrifying.
slow down. Clearly, some of you have never seen Deliverance. All right, I'll be right there.
Yeah, we're just gonna follow along with and follow them because God fucking knows he's not gonna be alone in this place. Good God, that would be dumb.
Yeah, you kind of like you slither and limp your way towards like the contrast of mobility is just amazing here.
Staff is whipped in his hand like he's about ready to swing it at the next thing that pops out at him.
Yeah, you kind of like make your way around the house and get to where Jesse is. Jesse, are you like following the person closely? Are you following the person at all? Are you waiting for your friends? Do you consider them your friends?
Yes.
Ouch.
I am following the
know.
person at a medium distance.
Okay.
So he's trying to like keep the average distance between mystery person and pals.
For all of you watching at home, medium is literally a measure of distance in the cipher system.
Oh,
yeah,
I
short,
forgot about
medium,
that.
and long.
Oh, that's good to know.
I think at least. Oh well. If not, we have it today. So yeah, okay. You're keeping like your distance from them, but you know, and they're kind of like just. I mean, again, they are slightly limpy, but they're headed their way, and as they kind of like move beyond their own little, or if it is their own, but you're assuming it is, as they move beyond the backyard, they kind of like open a little fence and continue going, and you see that there's like a little desire path that goes up a hill, and up on that hill you see kind of like this massive it's almost like a massive shadow at first. You kind of like don't realize it at the moment, but then you kind of figure out it's just like this one giant tree with like these thick trunks that kind of like move up and gnarl into each other and kind of like form this knotted thing on top that has like these large leaves sprouting out from the sides, and it's kind of like surrounded by this reddish kind of grass, like a tall reddish grass. And you don't see any other trees or anything around it there. It's just like that one tree with this red grass.
Hey D, I cannot deal with sentient trees again. Please don't tell me this is happening. I cannot do sentient trees all over again.
See, this is exactly why Remy don't do nature.
Mm-hmm.
So, is our friend taking a break somewhere around here?
Nope,
He
they're
says,
just
hopefully.
they're just going. Oh, they don't answer you. They just kind of like beckon again.
Oh, okay.
Have they said anything?
They
Yes?
haven't.
No. They gave me a thumbs up and then told me to follow, or motion for me to follow them.
That is concerning. Highly concerning.
I guess continue following this mystery person who means us no
yeah,
harm.
there's really no other choice.
We
Although
could do
Victor
an
is
independent
looking at this-
investigation.
Victor is
but
looking
where's
at
the fun
this
in
hill
that?
and going, "Why is everything uphill?" It's like the third time. Come on, man. What the fuck?
I promise the next one's gonna be flat.
Thank God.
The next adventure will be accessible.
The next one's just gonna be at an airport, but it's gonna be like that Stephen King thing where those reality eating things, like
the
just
Langoliers.
the
Victor at
Langoliers.
this
Yeah,
point
Langoliers.
get like a hoverboard. Like one of the
Yeah, so
Victor gets his board and just with his staff.
just keep limping up that hill. Yeah, you kind of like follow it as you're coming closer and closer to the tree. You realize that there seems to be like some sort of movement and stuff, and you see that there's quite a number of silhouettes that seem to just be having a blast under the tree. Like from this distance, they're just kind of like shadows, but they seem to be like dancing around. Some are sitting, some are like gesticulating as if they were talking to each other. Maybe they are talking
Oh,
to
it's
each
a
other.
picnic.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you just got distracted with some local festivities and forgot to text you back.
No, there is still. First of all, that would not happen. Jace doesn't forget to do things like that. Trust me. And second of all, let us not ignore the fact that this is weird. And just because these people seem happy and fine from a distance does not mean that everything we have seen thus far has not been extremely not normal by any.
This giving me big Madame Laveau vibes. You know what I'm saying?
No. What?
Wow.
I did not understand that reference.
Witchcraft.
Oh, yeah, the Queen of Voodoo.
Bingo.
Yeah, I read about her. I wonder if she had like weird event superpowers retroact. Yeah, I'm gonna go see what's up with the picnic. What's Jace look like?
I really don't want to describe his looks again. I'm gonna be quite honest. So I'm gonna say that Viktor describes what he looks like.
Yep, that's fine.
Shit. Just don't.
That is perfectly fine. Yeah. No,
it's hard
absolutely
enough for
fine.
us.
Yeah, okay.
Just
Yeah,
a
if you
hot
want, I'll go.
hunk of a good boy.
Yeah.
God. You guys aren't gonna let me live this one down ever, are you?
Nope. Okay, so yeah, if you want, I'll go check out the picnic, see if he's there, and come back if he's not, or if they try to sacrifice me to the tree.
Preferably before the sacrifice.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably just all go. Just don't eat or drink anything.
Definitely not.
Oh yeah.
This is one of those like don't trust the punch kind of situations.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Continue following our mysterious friend.
Yeah, at some point they kind of like start moving into the grass of the tree and everything, and from this point you also see that all of these people are just kind of like people. And kind of in like most of them are just like standing around gesticulating. Some are like dancing.
Are they talking? Like as we're getting closer, the ones that are
You
gesticulating, like
do
they're talking,
not hear words, no, or sounds.
I
Okay,
hate
now
this
it's getting weird.
so much. I just wanted to be known, chat. Hate this.
How do
So
folks,
no sound at.
What are we celebrating?
Like there's like the whoosh of a breeze and like the sound of the grass moving to and fro and like the occasional creak from the tree and stuff, but there's no there's no words or like human sound coming. There's no music or anything like that.
As we get closer, would I be able to detect any like magic if there is any?
How is that a roll or is it?
I don't know.
I know one of us can sense magic.
I have magic training, which
You're trained in basics of magic, including operation magic artifacts, ciphers.
Properties.
To understand and identify its properties. Yeah. Let's just make this an intellect roll, and it's just a level 3, so 9 or higher. And you, since this is related to magic, you reduce that by your magic training, which is 1. So you're down to a 6 or higher that you need to get.
Okay.
And you have an intellect power shift as well. Intellect defense rolls and all knowledge, science, and crafting tasks are eased by 1 step, so you reduce it to a level 1, which is a 3 or higher that you need to get.
Swear to God. Everything's riding on you.
Don't put pressure on the dice.
If I don't, it rolls bad. Last week on a break stream, nobody else was there for that. It was awful. I have to put pressure on my dice.
You should have seen what Anil rolled together. What did you get?
I got a 6.
6. Okay. Yeah. So you kind of like look around and no, it is weird, but it is not magic. There is no magical effects or runes or accoutrements of magical workings at play here.
I think Victor turned to the others and just go, okay, well, whatever is happening, it's not magic, which it makes it somehow weirder.
I think more of a psychological kind of problem.
I don't know. I genuinely don't.
I mean, they could just be mute. Like
they could have taken a vow of silence, and we don't. They could all be monks. I don't know.
Yeah, like I want to say in the 1800s there was this French American colony that lived on an island, and they developed their own form of sign language. Anyone know sign language? ASL, FSL.
I do not, unfortunately. Folks, is anybody in charge around here? Who's putting on the festivities? Are we waiting on anybody?
A couple of these people who are kind of like dancing stop and turn towards you, and they all kind of like beckon. You seem to be smiling.
Yeah, that's all.
That was ominous and terrifying. Anyone else?
I just, if you want Remy to dance, you're going to have to give Remy some music. You know what I'm saying?
One of them starts clapping.
I mean, that's a start. I'm A for effort.
Another one starts waving in the rhythm.
The back beats. You want to hit the back beats.
It's just getting worse with every.
Would anyone like an intrusion at this point?
Bring it on, dirtbag.
That makes me more nervous.
Okay. Give yourself an XP and give someone else an XP.
I will give it to Victor because he's having a time.
Okay. He is
true.
having a time. Okay. Is it kind of like
D, I just saw the stream. What the hell is that plant?
Oh, I didn't even look at that. That's horrific.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so you kind of you're looking at this whole transpiring and kind of like these people kind of reacting in still a relatively silent way to Remy's demands for music, and you kind of like get engrossed in the whole situation for a moment, and you kind of feel almost like something like this is a familiar sensation to you because you have kind of slipped before when it comes to time, but this time around it's not that time slows down around you, it's that it speeds up, and you feel like you're almost kind of like in a thick molasses and find it very difficult to move. And as you kind of like feel this kind of like grogginess settle over you, you feel hands grab your ankles and start pulling towards the tree.
Oh no.
So, does he still feel this slow sensation while he's being dragged?
Yes. For at least the next couple of minutes, your speed defense tasks are going to be hindered by 2 levels.
Okay. So, yeah, like It almost looks like he's moving normally and then like a bit slower as he just like tries to turn around, falls down, and starts scrabbling on the ground.
Yep.
Like,
And you guys see him
something's
kind of
got
like
me. Something's got me.
you see him kind of like fall backwards as he kind of like starts like his body starts kind of like moving off, and you realize that from among this kind of like reddish grass there's like two people who have come out and have grabbed him by the ankles and are kind of like doing this weird backwards crawl as they are pulling him in
lovely.
towards the tree. And he kind of like goes things got me.
Well, that's not weird at all. However quickly I can react, Remy will flip out his tongue and wrap it around one of his hands to try and keep him from getting pulled back.
Okay, yep.
Okay, that's totally one way to do that for sure. I'm gonna use entangling force instead to grab his other hand.
That's also a way to do that.
Jess is looking at the tongue in slow, like, horror.
Just like coming out.
Yeah, you see like just this like very very slow blooming of horror and disgust out itself on Jesse's face. Like usually these expressions, when they do happen, and they do unfortunately happen with what all has happened with you, Remy. Usually when they do happen, they're quick enough that you can kind of like ignore them. But this is just like a almost like an in your face display of incredible primordial disgust of a human being that has encountered a monster and cannot deal with it.
I'm gonna use entangling force to grab his other hand.
Okay. Make me a roll for entangling force. Just to see if you
no roll for tongue, just force.
No roll for tongue, just force.
No,
No.
the tongue is essentially just a grapple. It's not an ability.
He is definitely willing. So, oh wait, target short range subject to snare. The force of the snare. Target caught in the snare cannot move from its position. Yeah. Target also can use it. Yeah, okay. It's just gonna be a level 1 with everything considered. Just roll a 3 or higher.
Okay. Take out an intellect for that. 10.
10? Yeah, perfect. Yeah. So you
I think it would be shifting colors because it kind of they kind of make it seem like things like entangling force and then like resonance field are supposed to be one color, but I feel like for Viktor that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yep.
So I think he would like. I guess technically this goes with his ability, so I think he would very quickly like. This is the moment that I have been waiting for. He takes a pen out of his pocket and is like, hang on, give me 5 seconds. Quickly draws the rune on his skin, and then, like, the entangling force whips out, and it's, like, shifting, like, the same as his, like, shifting pastel colors.
Yep.
And, like, it wraps around Jesse's hand, and he starts, like, tugging as well.
Yep. By the way, you don't have to give out an intellect point. You don't have to give out an intellect point because you have an intellect edge of 1, which reduces the cost of the ability. So as long as you're not using like effort or anything on it, it's for free.
Okay, cool.
And Remy, I am going to need a level 2 strength task from you.
For the grapple?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, you are pulling him.
It's not so much aiming as it is trying to pull a grown man with your tongue.
Sure. No, that makes sense. Do assets stack? I can't remember how that works.
They can stack. So like, what do you have? What are you thinking of?
My tongue gives me an asset for grapples.
Yep.
My tail also gives me an asset for grapples.
How would you be using your tail in this situation?
To, I assume, leverage the ground like a person would normally plant their feet so they don't slide.
A person would plant their feet. You're planting like 70 feet of snake.
Yeah, or maybe even trying to grab onto I don't know, something, a lamppost or trash can or whatever might be around here.
Yep.
Aren't we on a hill that has like nothing around us though?
There could be a root.
A rock.
That's true.
One of the other dancers, like it's convenient.
Victor.
Yeah. So
That will work out well for me.
yeah, that would count. Since it was a level 2 task, you reduce it to a level 0, so you're fine. You don't have to roll. You both kind of like take a grab of Jesse and start pulling him back, and for a moment there's this kind of tug of war happening between you and these two people who are trying to pull Jesse in, and this is the point where Jesse, you kind of like return to your normal time stream for a moment, though you still feel kind of like a little bit of lethargy. So you can think and react normally, but you still have that hindrance of 2 levels to your speed defense tasks.
And start kicking.
Yep, you start kicking, and you kind of like, there's a lot of struggle going on here, so eventually those two people let loose, and they kind of like, you guys manage to pull Jesse back.
Oh, thank God.
He is going to try and nonchalantly wipe his wrist on his shirt where Remy had him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. It was reflex.
Okay, the fact that that's a reflex is weird, but I'm going to ignore that for now because, yeah, no, these people are weird. They were crawling like spiders.
Yeah, no, that was strange.
Good.
What is going on with this tree? We should probably back up. I don't know what the.
Like back up like as many steps as possible.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna at least back out of the tall grass so people can't sneak up on my ankles again.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah. All the other people are still just dancing and cavorting.
No, at this point they have stopped and they have started moving towards you guys.
Oh, no, that's a
Oh,
problem.
Oh, lovely.
awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I don't.
Okay.
We didn't mean to interrupt y'all's party. I don't know what y'all celebrating, but we can just go. It's clearly y'all got stuff going on, and I don't think we like to party the way you like to party. So I think we're just gonna step on down the hill and let you go about your business.
You all hear the ringing of a bell. Ring, ring.
Like a bicycle bell or like a church
Yeah,
bell?
that could very easily be a bicycle bell, yeah.
Coming from where?
From within kind of like the area of the tree.
Oh wait, you think that's where?
I
Okay,
really hope not.
I suppose that rules out burning it down.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have avoided that option either way.
I mean, when a tree tried to eat you, there's a certain amount of retaliatory.
In their
force
defense, it
required.
hasn't tried to eat us yet.
That's true. They could have just wanted a tree hug. We don't know.
Yeah.
It was very aggressive, though. Consent is important.
So if Jess were to take a quick tally of the people coming towards us and compared to how many buildings there are,
Mhm.
like, would it be safe to say that a majority of the village is here at the hill?
Probably, yeah.
That's bad. That's real bad. That's not good.
Well, at least ain't nobody
Okay.
behind us.
Yep. Are most of them coming towards us?
About 6 are coming towards you. And there's one, like you see there's a couple more, like it's very difficult to see because a lot of them seem to be hiding behind these thick trunks of the tree. But one of them has kind of like stepped up beneath like the middle of the tree and is looking at you, grinning and like ringing the bell of the e-bike that it's holding in their hands.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Okay, that's actionable evidence.
Yep. That is definitely his
Oh.
like.
Ring ring.
I see you found our friend's method of conveyance. If you could just point us to where you found it or where he might have been relocated to, we could clear this all up and get on out of your hair. I don't want to interrupt your tree ceremony, Arbor Day or whatever you got going on over there. But
Not Arbor Day.
Ring ring.
It's taking all of Victor's willpower, but he's forcing himself to like continue backing away against the others.
Yeah,
in the
at this
area, but
point,
it is-
like you notice that the six who are coming towards you are kind of like starting to speed up a little.
That's bad.
Jess has a dumb idea.
Oh no. What are you about to do?
I'll be right back.
what?
What?
So, let's see. Jess has. Okay, so if something says it costs a speed point, but I have speed edge, that reduces the cost?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So, I currently have a speed edge of 2 thanks to my
because
speed
of the
boost.
Yep.
So I am going to use Fleet of Foot, which basically gives me a extra movement action. And so is the distance from where we are to the man holding bike a short distance?
The distance from you to man holding bike is a long distance.
Long distance. Okay, well that's fine. I think I can move. Okay, well I can ignore physical distance, but that's not it. I have a thing that lets me zip.
Well, you have
Fast.
fast, which allows you to move a short distance and still take another action in the same round, or move a long distance as your action without needing to take any kind of roll. You're using Fleet of Foot. You can move a short distance as part of another action. You can move a long distance as your entire action for a turn. If you apply a level of effort to this ability, you can move a long distance and make an attack as your entire action for a turn, but the attack is hindered.
So, does it have to be an attack?
No, it doesn't. What would you like to do?
My plan was to zip up to the tree, grab the bike, and try and zip back.
Okay.
High speed theft.
High speed theft. Yep.
Hey, he stole it first.
That's fair.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that with if you apply a level of effort to Fleet of Foot, which would set you back 2 points because it would cost nominally 4, but you have a speed edge of 2, so it would be 2.
Okay, so a total of 2.
Yep.
Oh, I did not recover.
You should
speed from
should
the
all
last
be full
time.
up. Yeah, you should have all been full
okay,
up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I am at the correct speed cost now.
Okay, good.
All right. So do I need to roll anything?
Yes.
Recovered all of our points and everything.
Sorry. Yeah, you recovered everything.
Yes.
You've slept in
Sorry,
between.
I like
Yep.
totally what that was.
Yeah, you're
Anyways.
good. You kind of like start running towards it, and this feels this feels standard. This feels comfortable. You know how this looks with like going fast and everything, and then you kind of like enter this area of the red grass and everything, and you realize like something feels off. Something feels weird, and you look down and you realize that the floor here is littered with corpses. Like there is not a piece of ground here that is not dead person. which definitely makes it difficult to go over. So the first thing I'm going to need from you is kind of like a balancing slash walk on dead people roll. This is going to be a speed task. It's going to be a level 3.
Hey,
Roll to
y'all ever
avoid
see
vomit.
someone vomit at super speed?
I feel like that just it gets stuck in place, right? Like it just
Yeah.
goes with you. Like,
So so it's a 3, so it's a 1 because of my edge.
No, this is a task, a level 3 task, which
Okay.
edge does not influence. I'm just checking if you have stuff
Okay.
that helps. Dexterity power shift level 2 would influence this, so
Oh.
it reduces it to a level 1. So you need a 3 or higher to succeed. This is
Yeet.
not a defense, so you don't have the hindrance on it. Is it
That's
a
a
1?
19.
That's a 19. Alrighty.
Yeah.
Okay, as a minor effect, you're not gonna have to roll to wrestle the bike out of the person's arms.
Oh boy.
You kind of like you come up there, you grab the bike, you kind of like rip it out of their hands, and you move off back towards where you were. Well, no, actually, you would just move in and rip the bike out of them. You wanted to come back as well, right?
Yeah, the stipulation was if possible.
Okay. Yeah, no, sure. Well, I'm not going to say you're going to get as far back as you were, but you're going to get outside of the red grass field. Like you're on its edge.
So, yeah, he is going to do that. So he zips off. He grabs the bike, he zips back, and he looks awful. Like, he is sweating and he is pale, and he's just like, the grass is corpses!
what?
The grass is corpses!
I don't suppose there was anybody on the bicycle.
Well, there was the guy ringing the bell.
Yeah, he doesn't count.
You look down and you realize that someone still is on the bicycle. One of the hands has remained on the steering thing.
He vomits again.
I'm gonna lose my
Just
word.
the hand, or like the hand attached to?
Just a hand.
Yeah.
Kind of like thing.
Just,
Is it like
here.
a fresh hand, or is like this one? It's seen better days.
It's in a pretty bad shape. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have to keep souvenirs. I don't. How fast was your movement? Jeez.
I'm gonna be sick. Well,
I don't suppose you saw our friend in there while he was zipping around.
no, I was too distracted by the corpses.
Yeah, that's fair.
It like pats him on the back awkwardly. It's alright.
Okay, so yeah, I think these people might be murderers. I don't think this is a picnic at all. Ugh.
Oh, if it is, we definitely don't like what they're serving.
I think with that realization, we are going to go on a break. Give Jesse a little bit of time to recover.
Recover.
We are going to
He needs
go
it.
on a 20-minute break. We will be back. Please take care of yourselves. Go stretch, go drink, go do bio breaks, go do all of the stuff that you need to do to stay healthy. And
Yeah.
we will be back in a bit. And welcome back. We are back. We
I'm
are
covered in
audible.
lube.
This is not an in-game thing, and this is not a sponsored thing. It's just John being John.
This is a normal reaction to trauma. You have to let everyone process in their own way.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Totally.
we have reached the realization that the field beneath the tree that is covered in the red grass, is it consists of corpses. Pretty far along deteriorated corpses. We have our group roughly back together, more or less, with 6 of these people rushing towards them. I think this is a good point for us to have an initiative roll.
I don't think we've ever done that. How do you do that?
So what does it mean to have an initiative inability?
So basically, an initiative roll is just a task like any other. It's a speed task, which you can apply like effort to if you want to. Having an initiative inability just means that you count as having gotten a level lower than what you would have gotten. So if you roll a 12, you would have gotten a level 4, but since you have an inability, you would be down to a level 3.
Okay. Because I also totally forgot that last time I put an edge on speed. So I don't know if those like negate each other.
No, edge doesn't edge just reduces the costs of stuff. It doesn't increase like or decrease levels.
Okay.
So since I temporarily have the speed edge of 2,
yes,
my danger sense, which costs 1 speed, costs free.
Yes.
Okay, so danger sense gives me my initiative task is eased.
Yes.
I rolled an 18.
Oh, that's interesting. That's an enabler. Oh, that is actually a very interesting. Sorry, I got distracted. I have never in this system seen an enabler that costs repetitively something, because like abilities are kind of like you have actions and enablers, and I think there's like action to initiate or whatever, and enabler abilities are just like always active things, and they usually don't cost anything. So like all of your power shifts are enablers, right? But your danger sense costs something, and it actually specifically says you pay the cost each time the ability is used. So it's like you act quicker, but you also deplete your pool a little bit every time. Except that obviously because of the edge you don't, but interesting. Right, so because of your edge that is for free, you rolled an 18, so you got a level 6 initiative, which boosts you up to a level 7. What about Remy and Viktor?
I rolled a 7, and I have a dexterity power shift, so I think that bumps it 1.
Yes, so it does. Oh, wow. Holy crap, wait. That means that Jesse actually got a 9. You said you rolled a 7, which is a level 2 task, and you get a power shift 1, so you are up at a 3. And what about Viktor?
I got a 16, but I also have a dexterity power shift.
You have a dexterity power shift and an initiative inability.
Mm-hmm.
So those cancel each other out. So you're at a 16, so you're sitting pretty at 5. And then we have Remy. Alrighty. So...
yeah, that's right.
Jess, you're the first to act.
Oh, me. Okay. So let's see. He is in a state right now. Yeah, he will look to Remy and be like, this is like self-defense, right?
I mean, it's starting to look that way.
Okay. He is going to he's going to zip up and just do a little punchy bop on one of the encroaching figures.
Okay.
So yeet. Oh, that's a. Sorry, my cat just crashed into something. That's a 13.
Is that what that noise was?
Yeah.
13 is a level 4, and these people are level 2, so you absolutely hit.
Okay, and thanks to mass times speed and what have you, Jess's unarmed attacks count as medium weapons instead of light weapons,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a enabler that does not cost
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. Which means
So-
that you deal 4 points of damage to it.
Jeez Louise. So yeah, he is going to zip up and bop them, and I don't think he can zip back.
That's not going to be included.
Yeah,
Okay.
I figured.
Then we are on the tree's turn.
Oh, it has a turn. Lovely.
I can't keep dealing with sentient trees, guys.
I mean, it could be dumb. You don't know.
Jesse, I need you
And
to
buff.
make me a level 4 speed defense task as 2 of these people come up and try to grab you.
Speed defense.
Speed defense. You are still hindered by 2 levels, so that means that you need an 18 or higher. But wait, let me just double check. You have a dexterity power
I
shift of
have-
2 with speed
I was about to
defense,
say.
so that's that lowers it back down to a 4. So you need a 12 or higher.
Oh, jeez.
I will remind
do
you,
I
if you
have-
want to, you can use effort, which will bump it up a level and cost you 3 points from your speed pool. But since you still have a speed edge of 2, that will cost 1 point of speed. Just so you know.
How much speed do I have? I have 13 left. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna spend the 1
Okay.
to do that.
Yep. So now you need to roll a 9 or higher.
That's a 6.
That's a 6. You do not manage, as these 2 people kind
So
of
that
like
was a
grab
wasted
you.
effort.
They no, not necessarily. You never know. They kind of like come up, and 2 of these people grab you by the arms, and they like completely like almost hug your arms, each of them. And this up close, you realize that they are not alive at all. These are animated corpses.
The people are corpses too.
Poor Jesse.
They just haven't decayed yet enough.
That's very unsanitary. You need some Purell.
And we
He's gonna need a long hot shower after this to like
Yeah.
and
kill off all the bacteria.
that is going to move us over to Victor's turn.
Okay, I'm assuming that we still do not want to go into the taller grass, right? Because it
It's
has
full of
some kind of
corpses.
effect.
Those
Well, the corpse
definitely
too.
Oh yeah, that
But-
too.
those definitely
under
did not
assumption
have
that-
any structure left to them to be animated. Like, they were mostly human-shaped goop.
It was a corpse soup.
Well,
Yeah, but
my
there's
thought
also the
wasn't-
corpse field.
My thought wasn't so much on the corpse soup. God. More so on the entering into like the taller grass seems to have an effect on either our abilities or
Or speed.
something similar to that degree.
You don't necessarily have any empirical proof of that. Like for Jesse's like little time slip thing happened before he was in the red grass. It was but then Jesse was also known to he managed it every time. But Jesse was also oh no, you haven't, because you weren't there for the first time. But yeah, Jesse like sometimes slips up when it comes to time. So
Yeah, Viktor wasn't there for that.
yeah. But
Yeah.
So you would have known this.
but yeah, like he definitely wasn't in the red grass when he got slowed down.
Okay.
So I mean, don't get me wrong. It is absolutely safe to assume that the strange red grass that is growing from the field of corpse goo
Not safe
is
to
not
step
a
in.
safe thing. That is an absolutely safe and sane assumption. I'm just saying that
Yeah.
it does not necessarily have anything to do with speed.
Okay. Shoot. Sorry, I'm just looking over what I have. I'm trying to decide what would work best.
I
Well,
think
that-
if you can
don't
burn the
know.
tree, that's a viable option now.
See, I told you.
Yeah, well, you're saying that as if that is something I can do. Hang on.
You're a mad scientist. I assume you can do a lot.
You got any of
Easy-
that explosive not meth on you?
He's the mad.
Let's do that. Okay, that won't work. Fuck. Sorry. Wow, I forgot we were streaming for a second there. My bad. That's my one. That's my one of like the campaign.
Sorry, Jar.
You're fine. Do you know
Yeah,
how
I'm
much
just
I
imagining
swore while I was
Viktor's
playing
going through
Gideon?
a book of stencils.
Oh man. Because okay, so hedge magic won't work because I can't use hedge magic to harm another creature or object, which is messed up.
Hmm.
But can you use it to bind creatures or objects?
You can perform small tricks, temporarily change the color or
Oh.
basic appearance of a small object.
It's
cause
like a
small objects to
prestidigitation.
clean a small
Okay.
area, mend a broken object, prepare, but not create, specifically in parentheses,
Yeah.
food, and so on. You can't use hedge magic to harm another creature or object. So that one's a no-go. And I can't. That I would. I would use poison touch, but that requires me to get close to literally
It does,
anything,
yeah.
which might not be the smartest move. And also, Viktor is still hesitant to use that after the first time.
Yeah.
Shoot. The only thing I can think to do is to use. Hang on, let me. Can I use it on somebody else? Can Resonance Field be used on other people, or is it just on the self?
That is self only.
Okay.
But it would probably
Okay.
like boost you if you were to go in and do poison touch afterwards.
I have maybe a vague plan in mind.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I'm gonna use Resonance Field on
Okay.
myself.
Yep, that's fine. It costs 1 intellect point, but you have an edge of 1 in your intellect, so you don't need to pay anything. And since it is just an action to initiate a passive effect, you do not need to roll anything.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have any movement you want to do, or is that it? I'm gonna say you're
For now,
about a short distance away from Jesse and the Corpses, which is a great 80s band.
That I would listen.
Yeah,
I'd go
that's
see
actually a
them.
great band name. It also sounds like the title of a Fallout Boy song. Shoot. Yeah, I guess I'll move closer to the taller grass, but not go in quite yet.
Yep, that's fine.
And as Viktor's moving closer, I think he'd probably just shout to keep a lookout for Jace. He's just
Yep.
gonna be like, keep looking for Jace. I'll figure out the tree, just
Yep.
and like
Okay.
Alrighty, and that brings us to Remy.
Yeah. So how far away is the tree / the gentleman who was ringing the bell? It's like a long distance.
Yeah. So that is like the gentleman who was ringing the bell and no longer is, even though the hand is on the bell, is he was like directly under the middle of the tree, and that is a long distance away. I'm gonna say for the purpose of this, and I will research that for our future sessions, but for the purpose of this, you are currently a short distance away from Jesse and the corpses. Jesse and the corpses are a short distance away from the grass, and the grass is another short distance away from the tree. So the long distance for this is going to be 3 short distances.
And how does movement work in this game?
That is a question. Generally, I believe you can have an action and move a short distance, or you can have the action to move a long distance. But I am going to double check that before it turns out that I have not said truth. I love the smell of these books. Taking an action. Each character gets one turn each round. On a character's turn, they can do one thing, an action. All actions fall into one of 3 categories: might, speed, or intellect. Many actions require a roll, blah blah. What about movement? Yeah, we're just going to say for now, because I don't want to spend too much time on it, you can move a short distance and use an action. Or you can use your action to move a long distance.
Okay. So he will just look over at Jasmine like, "You all right there? You got this? I'm assuming you can
Yeah.
handle." Okay. And he is going to book it towards the tree. I gotta go see a man about a tree.
Okay. You're using your action to get underneath the tree.
Yeah, I will spend
Okay.
all my
Yep,
action.
that's fine.
on getting to the tree.
Alrighty. That is going to bring us up to Jesse.
Oh boy. All right. So if I have an ability labeled action, that would take up any combat style action, yeah?
Yes.
But breaking out of these guys' stuff would also be an action, so
Yes.
I have a plan.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to use 2 intellect points and use dimensional squeeze.
Okay.
So the way I'm going to flavor this is, from Jesse's perspective, things kind of start going like in reverse, and the second like the corpses let go of him, he is going to scamper off a short distance. I'll say a short distance perpendicular to where Remy is.
Okay.
And then time snaps back to the present, so it looks like he kind of just teleported out of their grasp.
Blinked from one place to another.
And he is going to like start trying to antagonize the horde of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you can't catch me that easily. Deadheads, dirtbags.
Yep.
I would apologize for making you bait, but you just made yourself the bait, so I don't know if I should still feel bad.
Here's the thing: he trusts Remy and Viktor to be more competent about killing a tree than him.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys see kind of like there's almost like this weird sort of pop of air as Jesse just disappears from one spot and appears in a different spot. You are now also in the red grass, if I understood that correctly.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay. That is going to bring us up to the tree's turn.
Up yours, tree!
And we are going to require a speed defense roll from Jesse and Remy. This is
Defense.
a level 6 task, so you need an 18 or higher. You have, let's see, Remy has 1 dexterity power shift, which is going to reduce it to a level 5. Do you have anything else?
For speed, I don't think so.
Okay, so that's for you a level 5, which means that you need a 15 or higher to defend, to dodge it. And for Jesse, we've got a level 6, but you have 2 dexterity power shifts, so that is a level 4 for you.
So that's a 12.
That is a 12 that you need. Yep.
All right, I rolled a 17.
You rolled a 17. Okay. Yep.
I got a 16.
You got a 16. You needed a 15. Yep, that's fine. So both of you kind of like, as as Remy, you're kind of like slithered your way into this like area beneath the tree, and Jesse, you've kind of like come up to it. Both of you realize that there is kind of like movement behind you as soon as you've moved through. It's not just the grass like bending under your feet as you move through it, but it also kind of like snaps back and like gets poised, and you realize that some of, not all of the blades of grass, but some of these blades of grass have like these crystalline red sharp kind of like spear like protrusions on them, and they literally just kind of like prehensilely try to pierce essentially your heads. They are aiming directly for the head, but both of you manage to dodge out of the way on time.
How has this tree not made the news?
Which brings us to Viktor.
Whoa, deadly grass. Who would have thought?
That's
Anybody
why lawn
with
care is
allergies.
important.
This is not a surprise to nobody with allergies that grass can in fact be this deadly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Every time we play Gilded Age, there is a real world enemy hidden within the symbolism of the session. Today it's allergies.
Last week it was toxic men.
Simps.
Yes.
Yeah.
Last week it was narcissists.
Oh man. Okay. Am I close enough to the tree that I would be able to move towards it and then make another action, or would that need to be my action?
That would need to be your action to get close enough to touch the tree.
Okay. Well, I guess this was technically part of the plan, so Victor's gonna like mentally just kind of like brace himself and take a breath and then just be like, nope, Jace needs you, and then head immediately straight for the
Okay.
tree.
I love the fact that like while Jesse like has this frantic like zipping all over the place thing, you have on the other side Viktor, who is just like old man hobbling his way through danger. Like
Oh my god, an old man a hobble. It hasn't gotten that bad yet.
Okay, that's your action.
Really?
Remy, you're up.
So underneath / inside where this area that we are in,
Yes.
is the population just the one-handed bicycle bandit, or is there anything else?
It is
going on in there?
just the one-handed bicycle bandit, because the most of the bodies here have been rendered like you can make me, let's make this just a free intellect roll for anyone who has come under the tree. So both Viktor and Remy can do this.
Okay.
That's 13, and I have a power shift.
Okay.
I got an 18. I also have
Nice.
the intelligence.
Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah, so both of you kind of like realize this tree is kind of like using its prey as further lures, and but at the same time it's kind of like consuming it, right? So most of the bodies here, all of this like this field of goopy dead bodies is actually just it's the victims of the tree that have fallen to a point of rot that makes them no longer usable as animated puppets, right? The 6 outside that are like turning around and starting to converge on you, and the bicycle bandit, they are the only ones that are kind of like actually currently active and moving, and probably
Okay.
the only bodies that the tree is able to animate at the moment.
So it doesn't look like there's any non-dead people hanging out.
No.
That could be, okay. In that case, I would like to use a cipher.
Okay. Oh God.
Um,
Oh God.
yeah, he already knows what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
As roughly how close is the distance between Remy and Viktor? Like close-ish.
Pretty close. I mean, you're both under the tree at the moment, since Viktor also used his movement to get there. So, like, somewhere between immediate and short.
Yeah. So what I would like to do, Remy pulls out a gold-plated Zippo. He's like, I think we need to give ourselves a little privacy, don't you think, y'all? And he's gonna toss it on the ground, and summon an inferno wall. I would like to, and I don't know if this is possible based on the description. I would like to make it cylindrical and wrap it around the two of us.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that'll be fine.
Yeah, so just we're encasing us in a ring of fire, so that like the people that are coming at us, the zombies would have to navigate that.
Every time Adam goes
tall enough to actually hit the tree.
Yep. It's
every
insane.
time Adam goes to do something, I'm like scared, but then it's so badass that I'm no longer scared.
Yeah.
Without fail every time. I'm like,
so cool.
Every one of his characters' moves is so badass that you're happy to be collateral damage.
Literally.
That's why I check to make sure you'd be inside it first.
Yeah. Like that's the. By the way, your camera zoomed perfectly dramatically on that tree. Yeah. So you kind of like you see Remy kind of like pull out a gold zipper and like toss it, and he like tosses it with a little bit of a flick, and the zipper kind of like turns around, and as it like turns around, you almost see spraying through the air in a perfect circle like bits of lighter fluid, which doesn't make any sense because the lighter fluid is only fluid as long as it's not outside. But you actually see like bits of like little droplets of lighter fluid moving around in a perfect circle around you guys. And then for a moment, there's like just like this silence as the Zippo is still like tumbling through the air, and then as it like falls down, it falls perfectly on a rock that just like gets the thing, the igniter. Thank you. And all of a sudden, just like this thundering whoosh as this wall of fire, just this absolute inferno, rises up around you guys.
I think after a moment of initial shock, Viktor would look over at Remy and just go, impressive.
On the ground.
Newfound respect, a bond has formed. Viktor's like, oh, okay, this guy actually isn't that bad.
How long does this shit last? It lasts for 10 minutes. That's beautiful.
10 minutes, yeah, it does.
That's
it will
beautiful.
do 4 damage to anything that passes through it.
Yep. Yep. That it will. Yeah. All right. That's the thing that just happened, and that is going to move us up to Jess. So Jesse, you see kind of like. You see these 6 people kind of like moving towards you, and then there's like this rush of air behind you, just like this warm explosion of air behind you, and a thunderous whooshing sound. And as you turn around, you realize that you're looking at just a wall of fire, just like the only thing that's missing is bees, but it's a tornado of fire. And you immediately hear these people screech and start running towards the fire. It's your turn.
Are you guys good?
We're fine.
Yeah, just...
Okay, the zombies are coming towards the wall of fire. Like, I was going to, like, throw one into the fire, because I felt like that would... But now they're running toward... I don't know what to do.
I mean, as long as they're not chasing you, I suppose that's good. We should be okay. if you can, I don't know, can you make it? Can you? You're pretty fast. Can you like stoke? You familiar with bellows? Can you?
I'm
Stoke the flames higher?
We got a tree to deal with. It's pretty big.
Just a matter of
I
fact.
don't know how to do that.
I don't know. Go real fast, make wind. I don't know how your thing works. But.
So that's a fun idea. I'm trying to
Whenever
think.
we come across sentient trees, our first immediate idea is just burn them down.
Yeah.
Sentient corpse
Hey,
tree.
if it works,
to
it
be
works.
fair.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, yeah, Jess is going to feel really gross about this. So the corpses on the ground.
Yes.
Do any of them have clothing on them or cloth or the
probably there's some soggy cloth in there.
Oh, soggy cloth, that won't work. Jess is gonna hate this. So, because he did not think to change into his superhero suit, he is in his regular street clothes, which includes his space-themed hoodie. So I'm gonna run this by you and see if I am allowed. He would like to take the hoodie off, put it upon a longer bone, like a femur, something, catch it aflame, and then start setting fire to plants.
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll allow that. I'll say for this one action of this turn, you can get as far as having found a appropriate bone, taken off your hoodie, wrapped it around the thing, and lit it on fire. You cannot yet start lighting other stuff on fire. That's already a lot.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. So yeah, Jess will shout over the burning tornado of flames, like, okay, I don't know how to make wind to stoke a fire, but I know how to spread it.
That'll do. Just maybe not the houses. Don't gotta
Okay.
overkill.
And yeah, that will be his turn.
Okay. That's your turn, which brings us to the tree. The tree, you guys, inside of the tree, you hear this kind of like, almost like a piping sound, like a very high pitched, like little whistling sound, as kind of air and smoke escapes the folds of the tree, and you kind of like hear this creaking and moving, and you realize that the tree itself begins kind of like moving. It is grounded, it is rooted in the ground, so it cannot walk away, unfortunately, from the fire. But what it seems to be doing is it seems to be kind of contracting, and you see these thick stumps start kind of like moving into a spiral as the tree is essentially trying to suffocate the flames. As it kind of like pulls down tightly, and as it does, it at the same time is going to attack each of you with its grass. So all three of you need to roll me a speed defense task. Now, Victor, because you have residence field, you can use intellect instead of speed for this. It is a level 6. So let me see. Remy, you have one dexterity shift, so that is 1. And I don't think you have anything else, do you?
No, and it don't matter because I rolled a 1.
Oh, you rolled a 1. That is delicious. I mean, oh, you poor thing. Let's see. Jesse, you have 2 dexterity power shifts, which is going to reduce that down to a 4. And
I rolled a 16, so I think I passed.
You pass. And then Victor, you have actually both an intellect and a dexterity power shift, so either way that would reduce it to a 5. Let me just see if you have anything else. I don't think you do. You can choose to use intellect instead of speed. If you want to.
Yeah, I think I'll use intellect instead.
Okay. If you want, I'm just reminding you, you can use effort on this, which is going to cost 3, but since you have edge of 1, 2 points, and that is going to bump you up a level. So then you would need to score a 12 or higher.
Okay. And that's if I use effort?
That's if you use effort.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll
Okay.
do that. I still need to use the extra effort thing on the true advancement. Might as
Okay.
well do it now.
So that is going to be 2 points off of your intellect, and then you need to roll a 12 or higher.
Okay. Got a 5.
Okay. You get a 5, and you kind of. Now the thing is here. Oh yeah, these are the tentacles, right? And so Jesse saved. You got a 5, and Viktor got a 1, right?
Remy got a 1.
No, Remy got a 1.
Remy got a 1. Sorry. Viktor got a 5. Okay, so Viktor, you take 8 points of damage. Now let me see. Do you have? I think you have armor. You have 1 point of armor, so that is going to be reduced to 7 points of damage. This is done to your might pool first. And then we have Jesse, who has no issue, and then we have Remy, who takes 8 points of damage, but you have a lot of armor, don't you?
3, yeah.
3, so that is reduced to 5 points from your might pool.
Got it.
And for your 1 that you rolled, you kind of like it remains embedded in you, and you kind of almost feel it blooming out. So it kind of stays there. It's basically like a flared arrow kind of situation where it has embedded itself into you and has then bloomed out with its petals, so as and which are very rigid and sharp, so as to kind of like stay within your body.
Oh, don't like that. Oh, sir.
And then it is going to take more damage due to burning. And then we're up to Viktor.
God. Okay. I have to ask.
Yes.
I have to ask this before we burn down
Absolutely.
this entire. Viktor has not spotted even like a corpse that like looks.
No hint of Jace here. No.
That makes him feel a little bit better.
No hint of Jace here, and it does seem like the decay is at a natural speed.
So these things have been here for a while.
These things have been here for like it's sped up in as much as they are not preserved. They are in the open. They are exposed to like bacteria and a giant tree that's sucking them dry. But in order for Jace to have been in like the puddle of corpses, he would have had to be here at least like a couple of days or a week, right? And he's only been gone a couple of hours.
Okay.
So,
okay. Am I close enough to the tree to touch it?
you absolutely are. But wait, let me just double check something. If you do so, it's if you get a minor effect. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. No, you're absolutely close enough to touch the tree. Yes.
Even with the ring of fire that's around us now.
Oh yeah. Like there's no, absolutely,
absolutely,
because the thing is like the grass and the tree, it's all just one being. It's all one ecosystem. It's one thing.
Okay.
So all you need to do is touch grass.
That's the lesson of the session.
Moral of the story: touch grass. Okay, then I think. As much as story-wise, as much as he doesn't want to, I feel like Viktor is at a point where he's like, I don't really have a choice. We have to take this thing this is the only thing that I can do. Might as well use this thing that I hate for some good.
That is fair.
And he's going to touch the nearest thing to him, whether it's like a branch or the grass or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and use poison touch.
Yep, that is perfectly fine. That is going to cost you 1 intellect point, and I need you to make a roll. That is going to be a level 5. Now let me just double check. Science crafting, accuracy. You have an accuracy power shift, so that is a level 4 due to accuracy. 2 specific skills other than that. Yeah, that's fine. Basics of magic and attempts to understand. Yeah, that's fine. So you get yeah, you need to roll a 12 or higher for this.
I got a 1.
You got a 1.
Oh,
I hate
I'm going to
everything.
mail you new dice.
Oh, damn.
there's something about the tree, man. We're not doing it wrong.
Something about the tree, yeah.
To a different dice.
You try to touch it, and as you kind of like go to touch the grass, you realize that you just miscalculated for a bit, or maybe the grass shifted around and one of those stingers just like pierces your palm. You take 2 points of might
Ow.
damage.
Awesome. That's great. I have 1 point of might damage.
Well, you take only 1 because you have an armor of 1, so you're good.
Awesome. I have 2 points of might damage.
Still. Alrighty. That is going to be Remy.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of all I got. I was assuming maybe you had a plan. Once we got 2, 3, create space. Yeah, I talk at things. I don't think this thing talks.
Viktor is like just kind of like eyes closed, like holding his hand, like trying to. He's like, yeah, my plan did not work. It backfired on me immensely. I hate these powers and abilities that we have.
Yeah, I honestly don't know that I have. I will attempt.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's not gonna work. Never mind, because it's on fire.
You'll need some weapons.
Right. I mean, I could bite it, but that seems trite at this point.
Well, that would end very well.
Short range would be okay. So yeah, that one has a different requirement.
Could you use your organ vision on something?
Well, that's what I was thinking about, but it just prevents it from moving for a turn. It takes 3 turns to like actually turn it to stone. Also, it takes a shit ton of might, and I just got smacked, so I don't have enough.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just maybe try to bite the tendril that's stuck in me to get it
that's
loose.
Fine. That is going to be a might attack, I think.
So I have Savage Bite.
Savage Bite. Let's see what that does.
Inflicts 3 points of damage, eased by 1 step from light weapons. So it's a light weapon attack.
Yep.
And I'm proficient or practiced. So I just roll a d20 for that. Yeah.
Yes. So it is eased by 1 step. So that is going to be a level 5. Let me just double check. Involving strength, including jumping and dealing damage with melee or thrown attacks, but not attack rolls. Okay. That's okay. Range, power, intelligence, power, resilience. So none of that. So yeah, you need a 15 or higher here. Oh no, wait. That's idiocy. 4. So that's 12 or higher. You need a 12 or higher.
Oh, that's very different because I rolled a 13.
Ah, yeah. So you do manage to get that, and that does 3 damage. You said.
Yeah.
That does 3 damage, and you do have the strength power shift, so you do also deal plus 3 points of damage. So that's a total of 6 points of damage to the tree.
Oh God, I forgot I had that.
Now, it does have some armor because it is barky, but you do kind of like get through it and you realize that beneath the bark, it's thick. The bark is very thick, but beneath it, there's like some sort of less solid, gooey kind of consistency to it. Almost
Lovely.
Gross.
Yeah, you like.
I'm
you, s-
glad
you
I
see,
made it this week.
Right.
That
You-
was fun.
Yeah, you see Remy kind of open his mouth and like fangs that are probably always kind of there, but you usually don't
Yeah.
notice them. Like kind of drop down and like go into like useful mode. And then he sinks his teeth into this, snaky tendril that's trying to stab him or whatever, and you could just see the just absolute disdain and disgust for having to like bite this thing. Just extreme distaste for how gross it is. When he's just like, nice.
You okay? You
Which is
good?
fair.
Yeah.
That was.
Don't recommend sampling the hors d'oeuvres. No.
Yeah, I did not expect you to do that. That was.
I told you I got one trick and it don't work yet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you good? Sounds like something bad happened.
Don't
Just a
worry
little
about it.
stabbing.
Jess, it's your turn.
Oh boy. So he now has this flaming bone.
Back.
So yeah, I think he is going to indulge the inner pyromaniac that every mentally healthy person has and start setting fire to the grass and surrounding area.
Okay. Make an attack. That is going to be a speed task. It is going to be a level 4. So
Okay, I have
you have an
accuracy, power,
accuracy. Yep. So that's
shift,
level 3.
brain.
Yeah, that's a level 3. You need a 9 or higher.
Oh boy. Hip. Oh come on, that's a 6.
That's a 6. Okay. You kind of like you kind of like jab. You go, yeah, take that tree. And as you do, the grass just goes "Bloop," and just avoids it. And you kind of no, I'm not gonna do that. You just the grass just kind of avoids it, and you push down into kind of like ground.
I don't like how goopy this tree and the grass are. It's just odd.
Okay,
It's very
I hate
goopy.
it.
It's very goopy.
Okay, so I can move a short distance while still taking an action because I'm fast.
Yep.
So I will take my ineffectual torch and go to the other side of the tree.
Okay. That is fine. That brings us to the tree, which is currently going to be very focused on trying to suffocate the fire out. So it is going to try again. Like it is literally kind of like moving up and down, and it spreads out and then compresses, literally trying to pump the air out from where the fire is, right? And as it does this, it tries again. I'm gonna need both of you to roll me a might defense task.
Ooh, a smart tree.
This is going to be a level 5 defense task. So let's see if you have anything. For Remy, we have. I think you just roll. Oh no, you have a resilience power shift, so your might defense rolls are eased by 1 step. So you have a level 4, so you need a 12 or higher. And for Viktor,
I also have a resilience.
also,
power
so
shift.
you also need a 12 or higher. And if you want to, you can still do it with intellect instead of might.
Yeah, maybe.
Mhm.
Probably.
Got a 17.
Nice.
I got a 12.
Nice, both succeed. So this tree, as it's kind of like trying to push out all of the air, it is also essentially sucking out your guys' air supply. And it's almost like producing this very powerful vacuum between its movements and the violent fire that is ranging around. And it's kind of it seems to be calculating with the idea that very soon you guys will run out of breath because it is taking your air away from you, but you kind of both manage to breathe in and take a deep breath and actually hold it just at the right moment where air has to be sucked in whenever it loosens. So the moment the air gets sucked in, you kind of inhale and hold your breath because it is hot and it is uncomfortable because it is passing through fire, which is also very hungry for oxygen. But then when the tree compresses down and kind of does a little bit of a fire extinguishing move, you guys are not affected by it. That is going to bring us to Viktor.
Okay. I think I don't have a choice but to do this, or it might end very badly. So, welcome to the first episode where Glitch actually uses a cipher in the cipher system game.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my curative
Okay.
cipher.
Yep, that is fine. What does that look like?
I don't know. Literally spent this entire time trying to think of what it would look like and couldn't.
Just pop a pill.
No, it would look like. Hang on, I have to look up. Hang on. Please, please give me the ones. No, don't do that. Give me the ones from. Thank you.
Please
It's
stop saying
going
give
to
me the
look
ones.
like
Your dice are listening.
instead of it just being a generic rune, I think it would be a very specific rune that Viktor draws into his skin. And it's something that he has seen in the past because he has used it in the past.
Mm-hmm.
From other, the other worlds that he has lived in and been to. And it's I don't know how to describe this. Like the shape of it, but basically it looks like the resolve. No, yeah, that one would probably work. It looks like the resolve ruin from Arcane or
Mhm.
League of Legends. So it has like a shape like that, and then like maybe. So he's like recalling on something that he remembers
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
from his past, and is like, I know what this is for from when I used it. Let's see what it does individually
Yeah.
on its own.
That's fine. Yeah.
And is drawing it in skin with the pen.
You
That
kind
he's
of
done
do
all
it.
of this.
Absolutely. The cipher itself is actually kind of like the ink that is allowing you to produce this effect. It's a very specific kind of ink that you found, and you kind of put it into the pen, inks it really quickly, and you do recover. That is, I think, as much as 8. Yeah, you recover 8 points to your might pool.
Which is all of my might back.
Yeah, see, it worked out.
We're good, guys.
Remy, your go.
Yeah. That's honestly not a bad call. I don't have
Not doing
magic
good.
abilities, but I think I'm just gonna take a breather. I think as an action you can do a recovery
Yes,
roll.
you absolutely can.
Yep.
Which is going to give you, since you're still tier 1, 1d6 plus 1 points to spread across your pools as you like.
6. Oh, and of course I rolled a 1.
Oh, man.
So I will put 2 points in mine.
Okay, fair.
And that's my turn.
Okay. Back at the top of the turn, you kind of just you start you're trying to burn all this, and then at some point you kind of go for one of the patches of grass, and you realize that it has kind of stopped moving. It is no longer trying to dodge you. And at the same time, you guys realize that the tree has stopped compressing and kind of pumping air in and out of this area. And you just kind of fall into this silence that is only interrupted by the crackling of wood as it burns. The 6 people who were controlled by the tree drop to the ground and are no longer moving, as the tree is dead and defeated.
Oh, thank God. My follow-up idea was going to be awful.
Concerning. All right.
I was going to start looking for a gas canister.
Well, we don't want to set the entire village on.
I applaud the effort. Cheer for it.
It was an idea.
Don't quite know how. I didn't have a plan on getting out. This was more of a keeping people from getting in kind of a situation.
The tree at this point has the way it has died has also loosened the grip that it had on its vacuum packed seal. So there are cracks that are large enough for you to pass through. The only question is, do you want to wait for the 10 minutes of the fire to finish,
Yeah.
or do you want to risk going through the fire?
I mean,
Or do you want to try to extinguish it somehow? You do not have any you don't have any guarantee that the tree is not going to collapse on top of you if it continues burning.
There is also that.
Do you have a fire
I mean, I feel
extinguisher in
like-
your limo?
Maybe in the trunk. Go ask Duncan.
Yeah, Jess is going to go tell Duncan to pop the truck because he needs a fire extinguisher.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know how much does a player intrusion
gone.
cost.
1 XP.
Oh,
In order to facilitate this shenaniganery,
Yes.
I would spend an XP.
Yes.
I have unexpected gift. An NPC hands you a physical gift you were not expecting that helps put the situation at ease.
Okay.
So the unexpected gift would be him finding a fire extinguisher and giving
Absolutely.
it to Jess.
Just
guys,
runs over to
last time Duncan reached into a trunk, he died.
Yeah, that is true. Jess runs over to Duncan, and Duncan is just as you are telling him to pop open the trunk. Duncan says, "Oh, but I saw the tree burning, so I went into a house and found this fire extinguisher. Do you maybe want to extinguish the fire
Thanks,
before
no.
we What?
So
You keep traumatizing
Yeah,
this poor man. Wonderful.
So yeah, Jess is going to come back to the burning tree, and the first order of business will be to I almost said flamethrower. The reverse of that, fire extinguisher, a path for them to get out.
Yes,
It
that is
really
fine.
is a pyro.
And
No, while you're
and
doing
then
this,
after that,
and
then after that,
go
he'll
ahead.
probably give like Remy the fire extinguisher, and then he'll find something like, I don't know, a shovel or a piece of sheet metal or something, and start like making a fire break around the red grass. Like all the red grass is staying in the fire zone, but everything out that he wants to make a fire break so fire can't spread.
Okay. While you're doing that, Remy, would you like a gem intrusion?
Sure.
Okay. Give yourself 1 XP and give one other player an XP.
I will give it to Jess for helping extinguish the fire.
Okay. And as you're kind of waiting and moving around, trying to figure out how to get this, you feel this heat spread across your back, and you realize that a part of the plant, the one that has embedded itself into you, has still remained inside, and it has now caught fire. And it just sears extremely quickly, and you just feel this cauterizing heat spread across your back as you take 6 points of might damage. This ignores armor.
Sure.
As kind of this last remnant of this highly flammable tree just sparks into ashes inside of your back.
Oh, so the treat kind of spicy on the way out. Some Toms.
You good?
I think so.
Okay.
Might need to get that checked when we're back in this.
Yeah, I could use some R&R, sure.
Yeah.
In the meantime, Jess manages to make a fire break and can get this fire under control and form a path for you guys to slither and limp outside of the inferno. And as you walk out, and as this tree has died, and all of the grass, this tall grass that has been waving around and blocking and obscuring view, and everything has flopped down lifelessly onto the ground, covering at least visually the corpse goop. You guys realize that off in the distance, on the other side of the hill, there is a couple of bodies that are not moving. Lying there, and Victor, you very quickly recognize the silhouette of Jace lying on the ground there.
Victor doesn't even say anything.
Yeah.
He is just like racing down the hill as fast as he can.
Would you like a GM intrusion?
Yes. So scared.
Okay, give yourself an XP. Give someone else an XP.
I'll give it to Remy.
Yep, that is
He had
fine.
a bonding moment in the fire.
Absolutely.
So scared.
You are racing at breakneck speed as much as you can down the hill, and as you are, your staff catches a stone, and you take a stumble and roll down the rest of the hill. You take 3 points of might damage for this.
So dumb. Okay.
And you kind of like tumble to a halt on top of Jace's body, which in itself is serendipitous because you immediately detect that he is breathing. He is just unconscious.
I will take that. That's a win. After the most embarrassing stumble ever. Victor needs to stop stumbling on things. This is getting embarrassing. Yeah, I think at least he would be slightly relieved and relaxed a bit at feeling that Jace is still breathing and alive, and then take a moment to like not fully pick himself up off the ground, but at least like get off of Jace, like take a moment to catch his breath, like on his knees beside him, and then start trying to wake him up.
Yep. That's fine. As you are doing this, you realize that there is one other person kind of relatively close to Jace. A young man who seems to be dressed in just a blue tracksuit. With a sort of a makeshift mask across his head, which you very quickly realize is actually probably the not good kind of mask. It's just it's basically the way you would expect robbers to have, like, what is it called? I think they're called like balaclavas or something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just
like a ski mask.
Yeah, like a ski mask.
Balaclava.
But he has that on and a blue tracksuit, and there seems to be in a very shaky, uncertain hand that has never held a needle in it before, a J kind of stylized as a lightning bolt on the chest of this tracksuit. With yellow thread. And he is also unconscious but breathing.
Okay. I think obviously Victor's first priority is still Jace, but he also is like, maybe I should be a decent person. And like calls up to the others and is like, there's somebody else down here. I could use a hand.
Okay. As we're walking down, Jess is just gonna lean over to Remy like, I was gonna help Victor down the hill, but I thought like this was a thing he should have, like, he wanted to do on his own, and I feel like I should have stopped him from the head over tea kettle thing.
I sometimes you just gotta let people take it on their own. You know, it's
yeah,
it's a matter of pride and responsibility.
Yeah, we won't tell Jace about that part.
Because
Yeah,
there's so
nobody needs to know.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was mean and unnecessary. Thanks.
Well, that's why we did it on the way down and not right in front of him.
Yeah. We have
So-
once more extended a little bit over our time, so I'm going to summarize this in a bit. I am just going to say you do manage to wake Jace up, and eventually you manage to wake the young man up as well. They kind of piece the story together for you. Essentially, what was supposed to be just a regular delivery ended up it was the thing that was posted was completely irrelevant. The tree orchestrated that one of the corpses ordered something so that a courier would come. Essentially, Jace was doing DoorDash, and just he was the dashed food. He was lured up to the tree by all of these people. He was trying to help them because they seemed in trouble, and the tree started attacking him. And just as he almost fell to the tree's dangerous attacks, there was this young man that just ran in and pushed him out of the way. But both of them took a pretty hard fall as they did, and they just ended up unconscious on the ground. As to why the tree didn't just go and pick them up and put them back into the thing, essentially you realize, based off of the extremely super saturated ground, that it had basically come to a point where it had gorged itself beyond its fill, and it was just hoping to keep them there unconscious on the side until it was done digesting everything that it was digesting at the moment.
Snacks for later.
Snacks for
Leftover.
later,
Yeah.
exactly. The tree successfully defeated, literally named the puppet tree.
Can't wait for everybody to ask what we did when the teams back together.
Yep.
let's talk
Horticulture.
about it.
Oh, sentient tree puppeting corpses.
Yeah, sentient tree puppeting
Oh.
corpses with sharp grass.
On Saturday.
So, I don't think I think I mentioned it in session 1, but Jesse's speed boost ciphers were his shoes. So I'm just imagining that they're just ruined right now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like the soles are completely gone.
Yeah.
And as seems to be the general kind of way that these things work, as you are kind of talking to Jace and the young man who identifies himself as Nathan Lambert and goes by the superhero name of Jolt. He seems to have gone through a similar experience as most of you have, and has since acquired lightning powers, which he decided to immediately become a superhero, and this was his first outing as a superhero, so not as glorious as thought. But you have definitely made a new friend, someone who would be willing to help you if you called eventually, at some point in time. This is something that I wanted to tell everyone, and I will at some point write it in the chat. But saving all of these people that you save that have supernatural abilities is not it's not useless. They are all kind of being added to a roster of people you can call on if you need to.
Yeah.
A sort of
We're starting the Avengers Initiative.
Yeah.
Yep. We're all collectively a single
Nick Fury.
No, but this time it's not on purpose. We just accidentally keep recruiting
Oh yeah,
people.
absolutely.
But
as is the thing here, as you kind of move back towards the village and look around for survivors and everything, you do find some more items that seem to glow in that same kind of light that you have seen previously.
more ciphers.
And you are all going to get some more ciphers, which I'm going to assign randomly, but you can, as usual, decide what they look like and what their use looks like.
Heck yeah. Ooh. Yo!
That is ridiculous, and this yep, that is awesome. That is also ridiculous. And for Viktor, we have level 10. Wow, what does this do? Okay. Yeah. So,
Hold on, wait a minute. This is the wrong game to have this in. I should have this in Twilight Labyrinth. What the fuck? This is the exact wrong game to have this item in.
Oh boy.
But it's just
Okay,
yarn.
so
yeah.
so I have come up with mine. So my new cipher is perfection. The user treats their next action as if they roll at 20. I would like to say it is a lucky rabbit.
Perfect. Which I always found ironic because the rabbit obviously wasn't particularly lucky, but
Yeah,
okay.
It's a stolen luck thing. Mine is called Snickersnee, which is just an amazing name for an item. And I think it's going to be a pack of gum.
Yep.
I mean, my cipher's called Yonder Yarn, so I think it has to be a ball of yarn.
Absolutely.
Heck
it
yeah.
is something that is also a thing that you are now slowly starting to realize as you're collecting these things is they are very often almost kind of tailored to what your own preferences are when it comes to the shape that they take. While the effects that they have are not necessarily always sensible or sometimes even make any sense for what you can do, the shapes that they take seem to particularly target you. It is unknown whether these objects are amorphous items of power that take shape once a person has laid eyes on them, or whether they are just specifically only visible to you. These are questions that remain unanswered for now, which might at some point become answered if Viktor develops some more sensory machines and experiments, or people start talking to each other. Anyway,
Absolutely not.
Never.
the fact that you have defeated the puppet tree has also brought with it one more realization, and that is that while it has all become way more fantastical, and while there is a certain amount of danger that comes from the fact that there are superpowered individuals who do not have the good of mankind in their repertoire of intentions, the world has also become infinitely more dangerous because there are plants and creatures that have gone through changes or maybe have just come here from wherever they were previously to a new ecosystem that is unprepared for them. And for these discoveries, we are going to have another 2 experience points for the entire group.
Yeah.
And with that, we are
I
going
have
to
9
do...
XP. I should.
You should start spending. And with that, we are going to start a round of extroductions. First off, John.
Hello, I'm John. I have been playing our very fast, very unhittable nervous wreck yesterday. I can be found on other podcasts here on Would Be Heroes, one of which I run, Break the Twilight Labyrinth. I am remembering to make eye contact with the camera. I also have my own podcast, Bacon Flavored Pods, where we are currently running a monthly Mecha vs. Kaiju game that DN. Glitch is also in the Break game. I can draw for money. If you have too much money and just need to get rid of it, I will for you. Also, I can be found on the social medias at CrimsBacon.
Awesome. Adam.
I've been Adam, better known as Solbein, most places on the internet, and I was playing Remy Graves, the Gorgon who is done with nature again. You can find me pretty much all of my stuff at solbein.card.co. Got my voice acting demo reels, link to some of the music stuff that I've done, other TTRPG clips and things. Yeah, so it's got all my socials on there, so go check that out.
Wonderful. And Glitch?
When I can remember how to do the Discord commands, I'll put my thing in the chat because that's an option that I have now. I just can't remember how to do it. I have been Glitch, and I have played Viktor, aka the Herald, who was about to just burn the world down to find his boyfriend. It was going to happen. You can find me most social medias. Everything is on my card, which is glitchedchaotic.card.co. I also will draw for money. I don't have commission prices exactly because I'm broke, so I will just take anything. You can find most of my art stuff on my Blue Sky, which should also be linked in my card. You can find me on John's game, Break the Twilight Labyrinth. That was a sentence, I think.
Yeah.
Where I play Mesa, the just lovable sneak who's having a great time with the party. They're all such best buds. It's so great. He's not having
They love each
familial
other.
existential crises at all. So much fun. Is there anything new? As Star Wars Day is tomorrow, so everybody have a good Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. I'm really excited about that, so it's like
And
the
also with
only
you.
thing I can think about that. So I'll be posting Star Wars stuff like all day on all of my social medias tomorrow, in honor of that, because I'll be in cosplay and hanging out with friends and stuff and doing activities around town. So that's the biggest thing right now. A Viktor cosplay is coming as soon as I can fix Viktor's cosplay because none of it fits me. Still mad about it. So that'll be coming soon. New art projects will be coming soon. I'm gonna post my character sheet for Viktor and Jace on my Blue Sky for this campaign. And I think that's it as of right now.
Awesome. And last and certainly least, I have been D or Night Wanderer. That's Wanderer with an O. You can find me on Twitch and on Blue Sky and all of the things under Night Wanderer. That's Wanderer with an O. And you can find me streaming. Currently, I'm streaming Neverwinter Nights Enhanced Edition. I'm streaming Disco Elysium and Dragon Age Veilguard now. Funnily enough, Monday of this week has marked the full first year of my streaming, which was a very exciting milestone to have reached. I am amazed. Anyway, you can find me on Itches and Blue Skies and Twitches and all of the things. Again, under Night Wanderer, that's Wanderer with an O. And you can find me on John's podcast, Bacon Flavored Pods, sometimes playing wacky superheroes, sometimes playing Augustus Crimp with a Panopticon mech battling kaiju with a giant owl with many eyes. And you can also find me on Ben Newbon's pod, Cybertopia podcast, playing Tobias Vice or test subject. I forget the number. It's, I think, 789, if I'm not mistaken. A very resilient test subject who has finally found out that being sober is actually kind of a good thing when you are not possessed of a cryo chamber that regenerates you automatically every time. I think that is all of the things that I'm in currently, and you can also find me here every other week DMing this game. Until then, we are going to raid out to boys from the Baltic Star who are currently playing tabletop RPGs with 1930s Indiana Jones style kind of game, so let's check that out. It's definitely taking place in Vienna, which has made me decide to check it out because, hey, I know Vienna. Anyway, keep yourselves hydrated and medicated if you need to be medicated, or not if you don't, and keep healthy, keep sane, and be kind to yourselves, and we will be seeing you next time. Bye bye.
Bye.